To turn on, click the switch on the right side. And wait for the instrument to initialize. And wait, all items on the display are OK. Press enter. Choose photometric with press number 1. Choose photometric again and press it with number 1. And change the wavelength. Press 2 go to WL and input wavelength to 7.8 nanometer. Then press enter. These are the materials that we'll need to determine chloramphenicol with spectrophotometry UV. And we use double beam spectrophotometer UV. Sample of chloramphenicol. 8 ppm standard of chloramphenicol, 12 ppm standard of chloramphenicol, 16 standard of chloramphenicol, 20 ppm standard of chloramphenicol, 24 ppm standard of chloramphenicol, aquadest. This is cuvette of spectrophotometry. This is clear side of the cuvette and never touch with fingers. And this is the opaque side of the cuvette. Wash off the cuvette with aquadest. Then pour the blank into cuvette. The blank is also aquadest. Wipe the clear side of the cuvette with tissue. Then put the cuvette in measure slot where the samples are placed. The measure slot is in the front of wash off the second cuvette with aquadest. Pour the aquadest as a blend into cuvette. Wipe the cuvette with tissue. With opaque side facing you, put the cuvette in the reference slot. Then press Auto 0 to bring the absorbance to 0. Then press Start to measure, and the absorbance of blank is 0,000. Replace the blank cuvette in measure slot with the 8 ppm standard of chloramphenicol. Pour the blank. This is 8 ppm standard of chloramphenicol. Wash off the cuvette with 8 ppm standard of chloramphenicol. Fill up the cuvette with 8 ppm standard of chloramphenicol. Then wipe the cuvette with tissue. Put the cuvette in the measure slot. Then press Start to measure it, and the absorbance is 0,176. Take out the cuvette and wash off the cuvette with aquadest. And this is 12 ppm standard of chloramphenicol. Wash off the cuvette with 12 ppm standard of chloramphenicol. Then fill up the cuvette with 12 ppm standard of chloramphenicol. Wipe the cuvette with tissue. Then put the cuvette in the measure slot. Press start to measure, and the absorbance is 0,254. Take out the cuvette from spectrophotometer. Then wash off the cuvette with aquadest. Wash off the cuvette with aquadest. And this is 16 ppm standard of chloramphenicol. Wash off the cuvette with 16 ppm standard of chloramphenicol. Then pour it into cuvette. Wipe the clear side of the cuvette with tissue. And put the cuvette in the measure slot in spectrophotometer. Press start to measure it, and the absorbance is 0,405. Wash off the cuvette with aquadest. And this is 20 ppm standard of chloramphenicol. Wash off the cuvette with 20 ppm standard of chloramphenicol. Then pour it in the cuvette. Wipe the cuvette with tissue. put the cuvette in the spectrophotometer. Then press start. And the absorbance is 0,447. Take out the cuvette from the spectrophotometer. Wash off the cuvette with aquadest. And this is 24 ppm standard of chloramphenicol. Wash off the cuvette with 24 ppm standard of chloramphenicol. Then pour it into cuvette. Wipe the clear side of the cuvette with tissue. Then put the cuvette in the measure slot of spectrophotometer. Press start to measure it. And the absorbance is 0,545. Take out the cuvette from measure slot of spectrophotometer. Wash off the cuvette with aquadest. And this is the sample of chloramphenicol. Wash off the cuvette with sample of chloramphenicol. Then fill up the cuvette with sample of chloramphenicol. Wipe the clear side of the cuvette with tissue. Then put the cuvette into measure slot on spectrophotometer. Press start to get absorbance. And the absorbance is 0,263. To print data, press F3. Print data. Then press F2. This is a data after printed. Number 1 is absorbance for blank. Number 2, absorbance for 8 ppm standard of chloramphenicol. Number 3, absorbance for 12 ppm. Number 4, absorbance for 16 ppm. Number 5, absorbance for 20 ppm. Number 6, absorbance for 24 ppm. And the last is absorbance for sample. Take out the cuvette from measure slot and reference slot. Then press return, return again, click return again, and will appear display like this. Choose yes, with press this left side, then click enter, click return again, and will appear modem menu on display. Then turn off with click the switch on the right side. And turn off a printer. And don't forget to take in silica gel into spectrophotometer.